Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm going to be tracking expenses from May 2nd through May 6th, I believe. So all of the transactions that we have made on this one Quicksilver credit card, I'm going to track. I'm going to use this notebook for vision and goals just because I like a dot grid notebook. This is available on Amazon if you're interested. But I'm using this to track the pending transactions and make sure I review the ones that we went over last time so I can see what posted, what didn't. I have my receipts again. Don't forget to scan your receipts with Fetch, Merrifield, Ibotta, all the places where you can earn free gift cards. So I am going to start with where we ended last week because I had some pending transactions. This week I do have access to my account, which is great. We had a $3.90 purchase at Stop and Shop. That did post on the 1st. So I'm going to write that in. I turn my book just a little bit so it's easier for me to write on it. So on May 1st, there was a charge at Stop and Shop for $3.90. I don't remember what that was. I think it was garbage bags, actually. So that would be a household expense, and that would come from the household account. That's what I have here, and that was $3.90. So that would bring our balance to $3.90 because last week we did pay it to bring it to zero. So that charge is accounted. And then the next charge that I'm seeing here on the 1st was for Lyft, and that was $48.47. $0.67. I almost made myself wrong. Okay, so that was a Lyft charge, and that was a travel expense that will come from transportation, except my husband said he would pay that back from his account, so I'm going to pay this back from his account, and that was $48.67. So we'll add $3.90 plus $48.67. That's $52.57. Okay, so that charge is taken care of, and hubby is paying for that. Next up is Geico. Geico was pending last week, but it posted on the 3rd or the 2nd, actually. So on the 2nd day, we have Geico. It is for car insurance. It is a bill, so that will come from our budget by paycheck, and that is $73.97. So I'll add that, and that's $126.54 as a balance. Then on the 2nd, there was a Lyft charge, $20.83. That was 2 separate rides, but it only posted once. So we're going to write Lyft here, travel. And that was me. I took 2 rides that day. And that is coming from transportation. And it was for $20.83. Okay, so let's add that. $147.37 is where we are right now. And just so you know, I am filming this video on Monday, the 8th of May, to hopefully post this by this Wednesday, the 10th. And I am going to be going live today on Monday, my time. Every Monday, I promise to go live between 1 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. Eastern time to help people who want that kind of one-on-one budgeting help. It is included in the membership. So if you just go to the membership section of my YouTube page, you can sign up for that specific tier. It is basically a private live for everybody who joins that particular tier of the membership to get one-on-one help, talk about frustrations, get questions about numbers, savings goals, how to set them up. Even if it's just very basic budget questions, I want to offer my assistance and help based on my experience, okay? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And back to the expense tracking, we left with $147.37 $37, and we took care of that $20.83 Lyft travel charge. Now we're going to get into the third day of May. We have some charges there. First charge is at Stop and Shop, and that was $15.18. Let me see if I have a receipt for $15.18 because I don't know what that is. Oh, here it is. Okay, we spent $15.18 buying some household products. Disinfectant. Looks like I bought a bag. I bought some soap. I bought a whole bunch of things. So $15.18, that's coming from household because there was cleaning and bath products that I bought. And we get $162.55. Okay, so now we're at $162.55, and I took care of this, and I believe I already scanned this receipt, so we're good to go there. And the next charge on the 3rd was our YMCA membership, and that is a family gym membership, so that is a monthly bill. I'm just going to put gym and then monthly bill. And that was for $96.07. I was so surprised. It was less than what we originally budgeted. And I'm so glad that the price went down a little bit. So we are at $162.55. And if we add the $96.07, now we're at $258.62. So $258.62 is where we are. I don't have a receipt for that because it hits the credit card automatically. May 4th is where we're going now. So those are all the charges on May 3rd. So starting with May 4, we have an $8.09 charge at Stop and Shop. Let's see if I have a receipt for that. I hope so. Oh, yep, there it is. And that was household. I bought some baby wipes because those are still easy to deal with the toddlers and my 5-year-old. And then I bought something else. I bought some spoons. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is some feminine hygiene products. So that's going under household, and that was $8.09. And then when I add $8.09 to that balance, we're now at $266.71. I skipped a line. Oops. That's all right. Okay, so that $8.09 is taken care of. So that's $266. Then we have some food I bought actually for my husband and my children from a West Indian restaurant. So we're just going to put West Indian food here. And that was a miscellaneous expense. It's going to come from our cushion. So I'm just going to put eating out. And the category that it's going to come from is our cushion. And that charge was for $24.05. I'm not sure if I still have that receipt, which is going to be really bad. But we have $290.76. That's where we are right now. $290.76. And I do not have that receipt. I'm not sure where I put the receipt. Uh-oh. Okay, but we're at $290.76 so far. Again, on the 4th, my husband bought his weekly Metro card. So that is a travel expense, and that will be coming from transportation. And that was $33. So we'll add $33 to this growing balance, and now we're at $323.76. $323.76. So tracking expenses is so super important because some of these, even though it was only a few days from now, I had forgotten about some of these. And after this travel expense for $33, we have a balance of $323.76. On the 5th of May, I made a payment of $170.04. And that was from, I believe it was the first paycheck. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo, the first paycheck of May. So let me write that here on May 5. from Capital One, I made a payment. And when we subtract that $170.04 payment, we get $153.72 as a balance. So that took out more than half, which is great. And I'm putting $1,532, which is wrong. 53.72. So $153.72. But then we had some charges. So we had a charge on May 5th at a local grocery store, which is Stop and Shop. And that was for $19.39. So let me see if I have that. I should have it. Nope. What was $19.39? Oh, that was my husband. What in the world did he buy for $19.39? It had to be for household. So I'm going to put household because he wouldn't have used the card if it wasn't for that. So I'm going to write that this expense that my husband charged on the 5th was for some household items. It had to be. So when we add that $19.39, we get $173.11. Okay. And then on the 5th, there was a charge at a clothing store. I bought a belt for my husband. That belt was, I think, too expensive for the type of store I went into. But we're not going to say anything else about that. So clothing on the 5th, that is coming from our clothes fund. And that was $24.99. So I'm going to add, I think they charged me more because I used my credit card instead of paying cash. That was probably why this price was inflated. So that brings us up to $198.10. And I still prefer using my credit card for certain things in certain stores, certain areas too. So $198.10 is where we are. And then that is it, everything for the 5th of May. So now we're going to get into the 6th day of May. The first charge I have here is a utility bill, and that was $41.61. So we came under budget there, and I'm so grateful because we budgeted $50 for the month. So whenever a bill is less than expected, I'm excited about it. $41.61. So we'll add that to the balance, and now we're at $239.71. And let's see what's next. The last charge we have that has posted, or I hope it's the last one that's posted. Yep. That was for $13.37. So some of these receipts I have here are for things that have not yet posted. So this $13.37 right here, I bought some mouthwash, things like that. I had a discount of $3. I try to use this stored rewards as much as possible because they give pretty good rewards. So I spent $13.37 for some household products. I think we may have spent more in household than we should have because we might be at a deficit because I didn't add more money to it. And then that trip my husband made, I don't remember talking to him about this before, so we'll see where we are. Okay, so plus $13.37. That brings us to $253.08. I don't think that's what we owe right now. So my number is off, $253.08. So right now I'm showing a balance of $266.12. That means we're off by $13.04. So let's look for it. So I made a purchase last week at a local grocery store, and it must have posted. It did. It posted on May 2nd, and I did not include it in this section here. So I'm going to have to write it down here, and that was on the 2nd of May from Key Food. And that was household products that I bought. And the total was $13.04. So that will bring us to the current and correct balance owed on this card to $266.12. Okay. So I have several receipts here. I have 3 receipts here that are pending. So I'm going to stick those here and I'm going to wait until next week. All right, so let's zoom out. And the first thing I need to do is highlight that one payment I made on the 5th for $1.74. And I'll just highlight a little gray. That just tells my brain as soon as I see it, as soon as my eyes see it, oh, that's a payment. That's not a charge. And that's why our balance is where it is right now. So $266 and 12 cents. We have household as a category that we've been spending from. I'm trying to make sure we have 0 miscellaneous expenses this month because again, we're still trying to get ahead of our bills again, and we have birthdays to celebrate, and it's just Mother's Day, so there's a lot of things going on this month. We have transportation as a category that we're spending from right now. Then we have our bills, of course, our regular monthly bills. And then I bought something from clothing. I actually have more clothing expenses coming up that are pending right now. So we'll talk about those when we get to it. So those are the only 4 categories that we spent from so far: household, transportation, bills, and clothing. All right, let's get started. Let's focus on the calculator just a little bit. So I'm going to separate all of the charges for household. So right now, we zeroed out the first week and we made a $1.74 payment in the second week, which I believe was, or not in the second week, but in the first week. So Geico was paid, YMCA was paid, everything else was still pending. So let's look at household. We have a $3.90 charge for household, and then we have $15.18. Then we have $8.09, and going down here we have $19.39. Then we have $13.37. Then we have $13.04. That's $72.97 so far. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. So for household expenditures so far this month, we spent $72.97 of what has not been paid yet. And then let's look at transportation. Transportation, we have $48.67, and that is actually going to be paid from my husband. So I'm going to separate that one. That's the only one that he's paying for from his account. So $48.67 is from there. So it's not going to touch our actual transportation fund. That's why this is going to be separate. Then the others, we have $20.83. Then we have $33. And that's it. Okay, so $53.83. And if I check my transportation fund right now, let's see what we have in there that can be used. I think we should have a couple $100 in there. Yeah, so we have $207 right now. We can pay that $53.83 from there. So that's going to come from transportation. The $48.67 is going to come from my husband. I have his account information. We are doing this together. Even though I'm the one doing the work here, we do this together. So then we have bills. And for bills that were not paid yet, Geico and YMCA were paid. PSEG, which is our electricity provider, that one is $41.61. That's the only charge for bills that we haven't paid yet. And then for clothing, it's $24.99. And then we have our cushion, you guys. So that's 5 categories, because where we ate out on the 4th, that was $24.05. That's going to be paid back from the Capital One account cushion. So all of this together should equal $266.12. Let's see. I'm going to start with $266.12. I'm going to subtract the $24.05, the $41.61, $24.99, $72.97, $48.67, and $53.83. Boom. That's how you do it. So that's where $266.12 went. And I can make as many as 3 payments because most of these accounts are with Capital One. This one isn't. So that's 1 payment. So I'll make 1 payment of $48.67 and then a second payment of $53.83. And then what I'll do is I'll transfer the amount that we charge from clothing to the checking account. So I'll transfer to, let's say, account A, and I'll combine these two together. Oh no, all 3 of these, because this money here for bills, this money of course is coming from the cushion, and this for clothing is coming from there. So $41.61 plus $24.99 that we're going to transfer to the checking account, and then $24.05. That brings us to $90.65. So I'm going to make 3 payments right now because this payment is coming from a different financial institution. So I'll make that one last because $90.65 is the largest amount of these 3. And this will reduce the balance almost immediately. So $90.65 is going to be paid from our cushion. $53.83 is going to come from transportation, and $48.67 is going to come from my husband's account. So let me make those payments, and then of course, as always, I will show you the confirmation on the screen. All right, for $90.65, thanks for your payment. That will be on time and covers the minimum due. Next one is the $53.83, which is coming from transportation. Thanks for your payment. Your payment is on time and covers the minimum due. That's paid. Last one is $48.67, and I'm paying that from my husband's account. And there we go. Success. Thanks for your payment. Your payment will be on time and covers the minimum due. So we made a total of $48.67 plus $53.83 plus $90.65. We made a payment of $193.15. So let me go ahead and turn this around, zoom you in again just so you can see. $266.12. We get $72.97. That's what we owe, which is the amount of what we charge from household, and that's what we owe it. So $72.97. All right, that worked out pretty well. So let me just turn this around, get myself organized again, get my gray highlighter and my little ruler here because it's just how I am. I like things organized. Okay, so my battery did die. So let me zoom in and just say what I was going to say before. $193.15 is the payment we made. $72.97 is what we have left, and that's basically the household expenses that we can't pay today because we've already made 3 payments from 3 different sources. One of those payments had to come from a different institution outside of Capital One, but I needed to make that payment because that's my husband's payment for a lift charge. So anyway, it's fine. We have a $73 balance. We have some pending charges that we will talk about next week. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, I think we have $63 worth of rewards right now. Yes, we have $63.53. So that $63.53 will remain there. I'm not planning on using that anytime soon with the pending charges that we have. What I think I'm going to do is just use money from our cushion if need be, and make sure that we stay on budget. That's the most important thing, that we stay on budget. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here for as long as you did. Continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.